Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Beneath Oresa, where today we're trying out a whole new character archetype, right? Build up charges to trigger powerful counterattacks, and we get a pulse and a card draw whenever we counterattack. And also, I just totally went through it without talking, but we're going to start with one random non-hero card removed from our base deck. In the end, that feels like it's probably the most positively impactful of the options we have there. I'm really unsure of the value of things like get 2 shield on every floor 1 combat. And then we can take a Guild of the Ruinfarer's Companion. It is wild that this would be the standard outfit. Okay, so you can get me extra antiquorums. Gain shield equal to your number of antiquorums and 20 damage for a single pulse is pretty good. Better card rewards. I guess probably just like an increase in rarity, a general increase in rarity. When a foe is destroyed, gain a merry looting. Huh. Yeah, alright. She seems fun. Look at that smile. It's literally impossible to trust. Okay. A biting parry has been removed from the deck. I'm sure that leaves us with like 6 more. She thought to bring a gun. I don't seem to have a gun. I should probably have brought a gun. Alright, I do like the blue spice, especially since it doesn't eat a draw. Like when you draw it, you also get another card. Let's take the blue spice. It's sort of a generically useful one. Okay, so gain 3 retribution, the damage inflicted by counterattacks. You have a charge meter. Each turn, 2 cards in your hand gain zeal for the turn. That's why those are glowing. When discarding a zeal card instead of playing it, you'll gain 2 charge. When the charge meter is full, you automatically cancel and counter the strongest of the next melee attacks. Okay. I appreciate that it works that way. When counterattacking, you will deal damage equal to your retribution. Does retribution... I guess we'll see. I'm curious how long retribution hangs out. So I guess let's just have at you, because you're dealing damage to me. And then we pass and, yeah, let the charge flow. Although, you know, not that it's going to matter terribly here. That is just gain a charge. Wait, what does the zeal keyword do? Maybe, I guess, nothing by itself, but it's a word for other cards to look at. Yeah, these have zeal on them as well. Well, I mean, obviously, in this case, we're just gonna do the thing. But in more difficult combats, that stuff will matter, I'm sure. Lose a charge for 3 cards. Setting the stage seems pretty alright. Target takes 3 weakness. On draw, a random foe gets 2 weakness. I mean, that's a decent amount of damage for a pulse. Yeah, I do love to deal damage with my pulse. Yes, antiquorums, please. We don't have anything that's adding curses right now. Draw your next damage card, attack card. It deals 5 extra damage. Yeah, sure. Start combat with an extra card in hand. It's certainly not. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. Oh man, I'm gonna get hit for 2. Obviously gaining 6 charge is pretty good. So you have 18. Do I have 2 Art of Family? Yeah, okay. Just do that and then Trial by Cold Steel here. I took 1 additional damage by adding the weakness. It's fine. We'll live. At some point, we're going to have to start employing some strategy. You know, later. Whenever. The target gains reconstruction. That's a weird... It's not really that much damage. I feel like this card doesn't need to have a downside. Pay a charge for a card is pretty good. Hmm. 20 damage to a random foe. How often are we going to be able to get the card effect out of this, I wonder? I'm just going to take Summary Justice. It's like, it's an extra card draw, just not on the first turn. Let's go for some companionship here over just filling the deck with stuff. First attack against the first foe in each round deals some weakness, or... Yeah, I like that. 8 shield for destroying an enemy each round. I think on this floor, the downside of this of spoils is basically nothing. That is a fair number of enemies, though. So we have the ability to, like, Summary Justice into Wolf's Rage. Awaken Deliverance feels okay, I suppose. Okay, I do have a knockback. So we could wield Deliverance. Alright, and then when we finish you off, it'll get me out of range and it'll just block everything that person's doing. And so I guess I can Awaken Deliverance here. And then we'll just crush this nerd, get our 8 shield, get out of the way, and... There we go. Look, it happened. We had to do a little bit of defense, a little bit of strategy. I hate the fact that both of our attacks are the ones with the zeal. Oh, right, that's what the zeal is the discard effect. You'll have to forgive me. I've just woken up, recording a little earlier in the day than I usually do. So the counterattack damage just stacks up forever. It doesn't, like, fade at the end of the turn. I cannot, sadly, get away from you. So I'm going to have to just eat some damage here. Alright, 26. Yeah, I got 26. I like her attack animations. When the target is destroyed, each foe near takes 10 damage. I might just want another Summary Justice, honestly. So this upgrades... If you have 5 or fewer, draw a card. Yeah, I really like the bottom half upgrade on Shadow Cut. What does Summary Justice upgrade to? If the card is an attack, gain 2 charges back. Or if the card is a maneuver, gain an extra free attack. Yeah, Summary Justice just seems very good. Let's go for some more companionship here. You know, a little bit of communal looting. She understands what we're down here for. She gets it. Do I want to upgrade or remove? Honestly, I do feel like even our bad cards feel a little less bad with Narrate, but also getting rid of some biting parries is probably worthwhile. And, like, obviously, the earlier you get something like better card rewards, the more meaningful it's going to be. Okay, these ones add curses to our pile. They're going to deal very small amounts of annoying damage, and I can kill one of them pretty easily. And then we can just biting parry almost all the rest of the damage. You know what? I don't know what I'm like trying to maximize my charge through zeal for. Like we're actually going to get to counterattack before the combat ends. So that's 20 damage. That feels pretty solid. Sadly, it's kind of it for meaningful damage. Awakened Deliverance will feel good, I think, when we're in longer fights. Like the extra card in hand every turn is gonna add up, is gonna become meaningful. This is a weird card. Why would you play this? It's not really better enough than biting parry to, you know, like, as far as pulse to effectiveness, you really are just paying 2 for a card that is essentially 2 biting parries. You get a little bit more guard, a little bit less retribution. I don't know. Doesn't seem very good. Gain 5 retribution for, if this is the Zeal card, if you are bloodied, if the target is far. That's, you know, that can be interesting. We can take a difficult fight here for better rewards. I think that should not be a problem on floor 1. Okay, this dude's gonna have to go. 20 damage is not acceptable to me. So let's go ahead and hit Summary Justice now. Alright, and then biting parry, awakened deliverance. This gets us into a full guard. All right. Well, I probably should focus up and knock out the little ones then. I don't think that guy's going to be too much of a threat by himself. So yeah. Summary Justice always feels pretty good. Wield Deliverance to get back the charge that I just spent. And then, what am I taking here? 20. So biting parry doesn't really get us close to safety. We can't guarantee we'll be able to one-turn this guy if I don't hit him. Yeah, we'll be fine. Take a little bit of damage here. Oh, hey, it's a dude with a giant rifle. I hate that you have put up your shield. That shit sucks. Well, Wolf's Rage will actually put us into Retribution mode. And when we are in counterattack, yeah, we cancel the strongest of the next melee attack. So it will eat 10 of the damage by itself. I think let's on the threshold and this. And then we Wolf's Rage. And that gets us also biting parry, and that should prevent us from taking any damage then, if I understand. Yeah, and we have enough shield to just eat this one. Okay, there we go. And we didn't have to deal with his shield nonsense. Alright, 11. Man, Scion of Ice is pretty bananas. We just have we have so much capability the turn after a counterattack. I wonder how often we can really trigger counterattack during boss fights. Elemental Concentrator's pretty fun if your deck's built for it. I don't know that we really have that capability here. You know, Distance Optimizer as just like most rounds, it's some free guard. Certainly not bad. Gain 2 of 4 injectors. Each combat start with shield equal to your number of anticorums. And Sahoma has some unique anticorums. I mean, I definitely want to see those as early as possible, right? We want to know what they are so we can build toward them. Cheetor Extract, I think, is pretty good. And then, like, Neurotizoine. We don't have a problem drawing cards, I feel like. So something that just helps us take better advantage of them. Seems good. That's definitely a thing I'm liking about this deck so far is the amount of draw. Okay. The top option seems hilariously terrible. 2 Fury, but also a chance of gaining 3 weakness. What a weird... Let's just do it normally. Okay. So when I destroy you, you will break the other enemies. They'll do a little bit of damage. Also, all near combatants take damage, which is going to be me. I do not have any ranged attacks at all. Neural Assault's not a big deal, but I would like to... No, we're not going to be able to kill anything. This is just going to be kind of an ugly turn. Maybe I just want to jump that dude. Yeah, alright. It's a bummer that that card caught the Zeal. Oh, we are so close. I mean, if I hit the Tesh compound, we will kill this guy. And then I'll full parry. As it is, I'm going to take like 6 damage. You know what? It's not worth it. Don't panic. Just... It's okay to take a little damage on floor 1. I'm way too concerned. Alright, give me that. So we can play 1 Zeal card if we play Wolf's Rage, and we will still go into counterattack. But I won't be able to kill this guy if I do that. I can just get up on him. I have a ton of shield. It's fine. Alright, we're going to overcharge a little bit. Weren't able to put together the damage I might have liked. But it's pretty good overall. Yeah, and then we want to get a kill here for the 8 shield. Okay. Your attacks aren't usually melee. It's probably not worth just, like, fighting to maintain charge here. We'll just do as much damage as we can. Still can't quite get there, which is frustrating. Alright, it's fine. We'll just Bleed for tiny amounts. There it is. Okay. Cleansing icon is alright. First foe to act each combat gains suffers either 1 attack, 4 or 8 non-lethal damage. I'm assuming that it's 4 damage or 8 non-lethal damage. We don't actually have any 2-cost attacks, right? Honestly, like, cleansing icon's good. We get a rest before the boss. So we can probably take the more difficult fight. I still don't know. I wish that the text was a little bit more descriptive. I don't know if this better reward is the same as or better than or worse than this better reward. I guess we'll take the study. Okay, random foe gains a bunch of fury, which is annoying. But we do want to knock one of these guys down. It would be... Do I have a Wheeled Deliverance? I do. Okay. So... Wheeled Deliverance plus Art of the Family is going to get us a kill. We should use our Cleansing. And just knock out, like... some boring stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of my parries are in my hand already. Get nice and distanced. I do feel like this deck feels to me like it's in a much better starting spot than the other decks. Here we're just going to set up for the really good counterattack. And then, yeah, I mean, like, obviously from there we crush. The turn after a counterattack, we are just terrifying. Each time you change zones, gain 4 retribution. When your charge meter changes, each near foe takes 3 non-lethal. Yo, that's interesting. I actually really like that. Your charge meter changes an awfully large number of times per fight. Ooh, I do like an unrivaled card. Yeah, let's see what's up with this. Okay, just gain 5 charge. That's cool. I do want more stuff that just gives us raw charge because of the, thing where after a counterattack we're so powerful. I'm actually wondering about the biting parries here. Like, we're getting enough guard from various effects that I wonder if it is reasonable to full guard stuff more often. And if so, if we might be better off cutting our worst attacks. Probably not. And then the healing here will let us probably just take companionship at the regroup. Because I really do want to see what her unique anticorums are as soon as we can. The Council. The plural of anticorum is probably anticora, right? Add 1 forbidden name to the draw pile each time this foe attacks. Each time a card is erased, this foe heals 2. When this foe is destroyed, gain 3 pulse and a draw, then add 3 forbidden names. Okay, weird. Don't know how to interpret a lot of that. So... We can get to 9 here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the Neurotizoin. It sure feels like we would want to start on you, and I just want to be inside your range. We will not falter, and also one of these, I guess. This is really creepy. I like this effect a lot. Cost is reduced by 2 and damage is increased by 10. We don't actually have anything that's like great to Tesh Compound. Okay. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. Interesting. I was expecting a forbidden name to be like a bad thing, but it seems like maybe not. So you're going to buff. You're going to do 14. And I can cover a fair amount of it just by staying here. All right, well, let's keep working then. I don't even have to Wolf's Rage, as long as I don't spend these cards. Let's definitely get While We Still Breathe down immediately. And then, yeah, I think we'll just take our counterattack. Didn't build up much retribution there. Gotta break your focus. Everything is ranged. It's a little annoying. If I'm breaking your focus, I mean, I want to play both of the Summary Justices and, like, Wield, maybe? This one I'm less excited to play. I guess it is only temporary power. Well, let's start with... hit you with the lightest thing, because I am trying to maintain my focus here. We can maintain the other Zeal card. Do I even want Awakened Deliverance? I don't know that I need it. I think I'm just going to take a fairly large amount of damage here. So when I discard my cards... yeah, okay, I deal a little bit of damage because I'm picking up some stuff via Zeal. Okay, and you are toast. It's a shame the Zeal keeps coming up on the... well, this won't be a problem. We can go ahead and use this forbidden name. We are... if I... well, nobody's doing a melee attack this turn, though. That's tricky. I guess we're just killing then. We can get ourselves real close with the Wolf's Rage. So I want to be in your zone. And yeah, you can be the last focus. That's fine. We can Awaken Deliverance here. Like, we have a second to just kind of charge up. Should definitely make sure we get in there. We will Wolfsbane, so we'll get close. But I'm gonna intentionally spend our Zeal card so we don't go over the line just yet. Honestly, a random card in hand is erased. It's not a big deal. Do I want to keep you close? You know what? I actually don't care. We're only going to be able to get 30 more damage. I can draw more cards, but... you know what? Let's do this while nobody's near. Okay, 36. That's... close. Random card in hand is erased. Show me... no. Didn't have anything that would deal more damage. And once again, all of the attacks are ranged, which is frustrating. Show me something that's going to deal 18. Nope. Okay. Our decks are still not quite good enough for this. Our deck is still not quite good enough for this. That's fine. We're doing really well. The fight's most of the way over. So let's just smash you. And then we don't want to play our Zeal cards here. Alright, managed to build up a pretty decent outcome. And I think from here, obviously. That's a really cool boss fight, and it seems a lot less dangerous than the other ones. Maybe we're just built correctly for it. Show me something new. I don't like these. Each round lose a charge but increase max pulse by 1 is bananas. We're almost certainly taking that. Yeah. Shard of Penance seems fantastic. So we definitely want to focus on picking up a lot more Antiquora, right? Like we have a great build for just stacking 1,000,000 of them. Better reward, sure. We'll take 5 at the beginning of the floor. We'll have plenty of time to heal that off. So you always act first. You don't. It seems pretty annoying. Okay. We want to do While We Still Breathe. I hate that we're losing Zeal on the first turn. We'll just drop some basic Art of the Families here. Let's get over here and get ourselves a little bit of defense. Okay. Not the most impressive turn we've ever had, certainly. While far, this foe hits their near ally instead of you. That's a cool one. We've not seen that before. So does the... I haven't been paying close enough attention. I need to be paying more attention. Does the 10 damage here include the bonus from aim? I'm not sure. We have Wolf's Rage, but we can't parry anything that's happening this turn. I can get 33 damage, and so I shall. Awaken Deliverance and just... yeah, just end the turn. Oh, hits their ally near to me, not their ally near to them. Okay, I misunderstood how that attack worked. Okay, well, you have Silent Relay, and obviously we need to jump you anyway. I'm not going to be able to put together 55 damage, I don't think. Alright, so it's like smash and... yeah, shoot. Just short. So I'm taking 25. I could parry... I mean, this attack effectively probably does nothing, so... maybe I should be more aggressive with my injectors. I feel like I'm always trying to save them for, you know, the worst. Right, let's intentionally not go over charge here. Spend a crummy attack for that. That is more damage than I would like to take on just a random attack. And see, it says better rewards, but these are base rarity, right? These are the lowest rarity. Don't know. When the round begins, if this card is in the discard pile and you have 0 charge... okay, so Smooth Recovery comes back every time you counterattack. Gain 11 shield. If you have an odd amount of charge, choose a card from your discard pile and shuffle it into your draw pile. Weird. We'll take the Smooth Recovery. I draw so many cards. The free cards are definitely valuable. So every time the deck is shuffled, gain guard equal to your Antiquora. Big boost on round 4, or if you can pass a pulse from turn to turn. The Inalterable Crown. Like, we have so much stuff that's just giving us free guard. Leaning in on that feels... enough of those effects are going to really add up, right? Okay, so that's Sly Attacker. I'm learning some of them just by look. Well, You're going to become a problem eventually. You're really melee focused, so I'm more likely to be able to counterattack you. Let's take a cleansing. Just drop some boring stuff. Why did Wolf's Rage have to have the zeal? Yeah, we just don't have like a very fun open here. Alright, thank you, Antiquorum. That makes one of my attacks deal bonus damage on the first turn. And then I guess I would rather play the Wolf's Rage. Okay, gotta get that up. So we do actually have to play the We Will Not Falter. That's fine. We can do that, and then like okay, hardly any damage at all. We get our smooth recovery for free, and then like definitely want to play my Summary Justices before we gain any charge. This guy's dead. That's going to shield us enough to not take any damage from you, which is fun. It's interesting that we're getting damage off of the charge changing Antiquorum even when we lose a charge while at 0, so the number's not actually changing. It's not the way I would expect that to work. Oh, I should have hit on the threshold first. What am I doing? There we go. We can even spend our most powerful attack on his shield because I'm partially distracted. Grievous Laceration is all right until the end of the next round, so it affects their next 2 attacks. Yeah, I don't hate that. We certainly have a lot of pulse to play with, right? So I'm assuming if I decrease companionship by 1, I will lose the unique Antiquorum, right? We saw before that losing a companionship ability did seem to remove its reward. So I guess let's just do this. At the end of each of your turns, take 2 non-lethal. If bloodied, gain 2 shield. That seems kind of terrible. These are both awful. Take the Doomed Horizon, and then we'll lose the Doomed Horizon. Yeah, not a very good choice. So we're gonna have 3 fights on the way to the next rest. This doesn't say a limited number of times per battle or anything. So just every time you destroy a card, every time you destroy a foe, you get to grab a card with some significant amount of selection. It seems pretty good. I'm definitely worried about like just dying though. We are certainly taking a lot more damage on this floor than we were on the last one. 30% of our HP is 45. So it would be a bit of an overheal. You know what? We shall plan together. We're going to take the easy battles here. We get another companionship, and we get a little bit of healing. Or we could remove 2 cards. That's very compelling. Let's take the healing. And obviously, like, it's not like the other effects are bad here. 2 retribution for each near foe, just a fury. You know, that's fine, I guess. For every 8 attacks played, a pulse and a draw, is pretty good in our deck. We play a lot of attacks very quickly. I actually really like reprocessed violence. Contrition is a strange card, huh? What does it become? Start a combat if this card's in the deck and you're bloodied, gain 5 charge. Yeah, what a weird one. Whenever your charge changes, gain 2 shield is pretty solid. So is We Will Not Falter. I actually really like that. That was max HP, not healing. Yeah. High ground. Let's try to take it easy on these fights. Okay. So we could go all the way to 10 charge right now. I do like that idea. Let's drop some of these basic cards. So if I'm doing that, I'm playing... I could draw us a card. So 17. At 17, I'm not quite... Well, my charge is going to change one more time, though, right? So I'll be at 19. Yeah, that's... Nope, I guess it didn't. We don't get credit for our charge changing at the end of the round. Oh, no, sorry. That's a card I have to play. It's not an Antiquorum. Right. I had already forgotten. All right, well, this is a good time to play stuff like that because we have all of the resources in the universe. Grievous Laceration is not really worthwhile for raw damage. And that is the place that we are in. Can I get there without spending on the threshold? No, I'm gonna have to do both of these. There we go. I almost didn't get there even with it. Gain a pulse. Or maybe even 2 pulse. Yeah, you know what? I am not taking 0 damage this turn. Now I am. Alright, you have Silent Relay. Well, this is a little awkward. But yeah, we're getting so much free stuff. I guess this is fine. Soften you up for a turn. And I probably do just want to play We Will Not Falter. Okay, yeah, could have been a lot worse. That was the last reinforcement. You're getting smooth recovery right now. Alright, show me something fun. I can't, there's not a button to just like look at the situation right now because I do not remember how much pulse I have, but if we can play Harsh Opportunities, I do like it. And then we can Summary Justice here. This is doing such good work already. This has been exactly as fun as I was hoping. Yeah, I feel like our build is pretty fantastic so far. Each time you play an attack this round, gain 10 retribution, double if it has zeal. But just this round, how do these upgrade? Deal damage equal to your retribution to a random foe. That's usually gonna be a lot less. But I guess there must be builds where it would be more. I guess I'll take one more step. I don't really like any. You know what? This one deals damage. I really don't like any of them, though. Increasing companionship doesn't do anything anymore. Let's take an upgrade. When your charge meter changes, each foe in total or each near foe takes more. Ooh, interesting. You can upgrade Smooth Recovery to have knockback and come back when your charge is low rather than empty. I really do like Summary Justice's upper upgrade, though. Feels very good in our deck. Add 2 stuns to your pile, but gain 1 fury. We do an awful lot of attacking. So honestly, 1 fury is pretty meaningful. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. A little bit of carelessness never hurt anybody. We prevail while we still breathe. Like, let's get set up here. Do a little bit of cleansing. Just pull like stun and stun out of the deck, probably. Cleansing's good. Cleansing's a good thing. We're taking 27 this round, so Biting Parry almost covers it. Yeah, there we go, and then we'll gain a little bit at the end of the round from the Fury gain. Okay, so we're only at 3. Yeah, let's start with the Summary Justice. See where this gets us. Gets us Wolf's Rage. That's a pretty good place for it to get us. So like, just play both the Art of the Families and then discard this. Okay, and now we have all of the resources in the universe, and we can just kind of go nuts. That said, 40 is still a lot of HP. Alright, that gets us something pretty clean. Ooh, Aerith's Light is cool. Draw 2, gain 2, charge for free is probably a little bit more appropriate. And then I'm out of damage. I should have played one more card, gotten 2 non-lethal damage, and then... I mean, not that it matters, right? Because obviously we have the overshield, and then we just kill you next turn. But that was a little sloppy. Ooh, okay. That's an interesting card if you're like in that build, in the build where you are generating smites. If you're alone in your zone after playing this attack, draw a card. These are both like fine. When I said these are both fine, I had not yet seen the fact that that top one had knockback, or the leftmost one. That makes it a lot better. You're a lot more likely to be able to do that. So it's kind of a lot of damage coming in. So you can do an Art of the Family to close your focus thing off. And yeah, you can see the attack damage update. And there is a melee attack coming in. So I'm taking 20 range damage. But we could just We Will Not Falter Wolf's Rage that attack off. And I wonder if it's... As much as I want to play all my programs, we're so good the turn after a counter that I think it's probably worth just doing that. even though the counter itself will deal no damage and I will take 10. And now we just like totally crush stuff. Yeah, okay. Can I make 72 occur? Probably. First of all, draw a card. Hell yeah. Draw a card, get a million charge. Love that. Do this, followed by that. Get full payment. Are running out of juice a little bit here. Have to Grievous Laceration to guarantee the kill. And then we're only taking 10, so we're actually already pretty good. Let's see here. I have 1 pulse to work with. I can get something back. I could just gain another pulse. And then we do Art of the Family into Echoing Prayer. Okay. About how I figured that was going to go. Alright, well, I have bad news for you, friend. Sadly, Humble Sun is not going to get me to a kill, but we can at least get the card draw. Yeah, shoot. Well, if I Tesh Compound, we will kill this guy. Yeah, this is, I guess. All right, do I? No. Well, maybe. Maybe I have to kill. We're certainly gaining a lot of charge. Gonna hit me for kind of a lot, actually. More than I would like, for sure. There it is. Just gotta keep drawing. You'll find it eventually. I think we're probably taking that, right? Discard a card to gain a random card. That could be interesting. Yeah, I assume that effects like this are weighted by rarity, so you're most likely to get a 1-dot kind of like fine card. I want to take this. We don't. I think we don't have any other limited stuff, and it seems good. All right, here I think I just want to take a heal. Let's prep ourselves for the end of the floor. Increase a card's cost by 1 and its damage by 20. I think we can afford to do that. Now, unfortunately, we don't have anything really obvious to take here, like a double hit or anything, but what would this be most exciting on? It's kind of the same on all of our cards, right? I don't really want gain charge or draw cards to be more expensive. Let's just make On the Threshold more interesting as an attack. A little bit more exciting to use. We do not lose an Antiquorum. That is not how we get down in this place. Leech of the Subtle Body adds 1 vital point corruption to your hand each round, which does what? It's an anchor. If your hand contains 5, they are erased, and the Arcane Leech feasts on your vital force. Well, I do not love that. Let's go ahead and cleanse. Drop some boring stuff. First time this foe's wounded, they take... Okay. So they go totally sicko mode. I think we can probably burn 1 down pretty quickly. Let's start with this. Into an Art of the Family. We are going to have... We're going to have to play some of these at some point, but it doesn't have to be now. Alright, that's easy enough. Merry looting! Lose 2 charge, gain 2 pulse is pretty fun. The target is far, gain a pulse, and we do have a far target. I mean, I like the upgraded Elegant Flourish, I think. So I do this here, it is going to enrage you. I should probably jump back over first. Oh, that's right. The thing that deals damage when I spend charge is also not an antiquorum that's always on. It's the thing I have to actually play. So I'm going to play this, just get it out of our hands. Do we want to not falter? I think in this case, the counterattack's probably not going to end up being useful. Oh, no, okay, this thing does do attacks. Well, let's get a Prevail going. Do that and draw a card. That Summary Justice is enough to get us where we are headed. And then 28 is a lot of damage. Show me something really exciting. You know, New Trial's not bad. That gets us over the no damage threshold. And then we can just play... And we could set up while we still breathe, which is going to be a not inconsiderable amount of damage. Yeah, I'll do that. It's at 5? Okay, at 5 the thing goes off. We will deal. $30 range damage is harsh. Alright, let's drop one now. This is a cool enemy. I do like this enemy. We don't have any draw here. We are gonna be able to get a draw off of Reprocessed Violence. Let's give you some weakness. It'll be doubly effective here. It's for attacks played. Yeah. Okay. That wasn't terribly interesting. There you go. On the threshold. Turns out it's a great card. First time you attack a foe, each combat, the first time you attack a foe, it gain 2 fury when this is destroyed. After the first attack in a round, the target takes 10 non-lethal and another random foe. Huh. Weird. I guess Venerated Bas-Relief is... I don't know. I don't think any of those were particularly good, but increasing the number of antiquorums we have is definitely good. I don't know that I want to remove 2 non-starter cards. I would happily remove 2 starters. So, Echoing Prayer goes up to 30 random damage. Or... Yeah, I think that's way more interesting than any of the other options. As much as I am like frequently not excited to play that card. Chance to draw to either draw 2 cards or take 5 non-lethal. Well, I think we know what's going to happen, so let's pick attack. All right, they do 25 each. Once again, the Wolf's Rage taking one of the Zeal slots always really sucks. So we're probably fine on damage this round. Let's just like rush somebody and do some bodily harm. I guess I Grievous Laceration. It's an interesting way for that buff to look. And a biting parry and an Art of the Family. Okay. It's actually really nice to leave an enemy at 1 health in this situation, so that I can just like snap up a quick heal. Okay. Smooth recovery is cool. Lose 2 charge, return an attack. Okay, so this is just like get an attack probably for free. Double-Edged Guild has extremely good art. I mean, we're gonna take new trial though, right? Hey, Echoing Prayer actually did the thing. Alright, show me something that deals damage for 0. Got it. Yeah, she feels bananas. She's so good. For every 7 non-smite attacks you play, gain 2 smites. Of these cards, I think this is definitely the best one. This is a weird set of cards, though. All right, so we don't really... Gosh, do I think this is going to come down to the last 27 health? Or would I be better off just taking an upgrade, which might actually help us... win? This is the greedy play. We'll see. We'll see if I am a fool. If Retribution is 15 or more, gain 2 pulse instead. Maybe. That might actually be the thing. Ooh. Humble Sun increasing the damage of the card you draw is pretty fun. You get only the smallest damage increase on the Humble Sun itself, but that's true with both of its upgrades. I do like that. All right. Let's see who it is. Okay. You I remember. You I am familiar with. Alright, you're going to do a lot of buffing as long as we keep murdering all your friends. I think getting While We Still Breathe up right away is probably worthwhile. Let's cleanse out some boring garbage. And then let's start doing ridiculous attacks. So we're not going to be able to get the good Humble Sun off here. It's like immediately annoying. This is pretty okay though. Yeah. That gets me to the critical threshold. Hey, look at that. I was wrong. Get out of here. Something that gains me pulse. Well, you know. Gain 2 pulse, then lose all pulses and gain an equal number of smites. That's fun. And this one's going to get us... If your HP is lower than your retribution, well, that's never going to happen. Okay, this is just going to get us something to play later. Target takes 15 non-lethal damage whenever another foe is destroyed. Weird. I guess that. It's not like terribly exciting. Hooray, damage! Okay. Not actually going to be able to successfully keep you in buff mode forever. Let's establish They Will Pay nice and early. Well, this is a weird hand. I feel like we should draw some cards. Erase a card in hand. Gee, I wonder which one. Getting We Prevail established is probably good. And then, like, Grievous Laceration into Renewed Vigor into Art of the Family. For a little bit of damage and a little bit of shielding. Merry Looting, show me something that deals damage for 0. Okay. That'll do it. This gives us 5. I wonder if we can find 3 charge. Again, it would have to be for 0, so probably not. Our Burden is pretty cool. Ooh, wow. And then I guess I'm just going to play this. Take a pretty serious hit this turn. Boy, the last time we fought this thing, it was spending a lot more of the initial turns enemies were coming in, buffing. Ugh, and of course, the turn I can actually counterattack. Your attack is ranged. Well. So let's start with one of these. Then we will Art of the Family you. You know, an upgraded Summary Justice is certainly not bad. Let's Echoing Prayer and see what we get. Nice. Merry Looting is bananas. Just what a good card. Ooh. Next round, take half the opposite. After you attack, gain 1 temporary fury or shield. You know what? I'll just take another copy of We Prevail, actually. 40 damage. Man. Why does this have to be a ranged attack? Why can't you just be cool? Yeah, alright. Set it up. $40 is so much damage. There we go. There's the buffing. So this will just break you in half and deal a ton of damage. May as well just smite you. Okay, and we have 2 pulse to work with. I mean, this is fine. Anything particularly fun here? Piercing Whirlwind's okay. Yeah, we have an odd amount of charge right now. And then, like, an easy, smooth recovery into a pair of smites. I would definitely rather play a Summary Justice. We'll get our smites on. That'll happen. Smooth recovery, smite, undying faith, smite, smite. It's pretty solid. A cool 48 retribution. Now this is the turn where we want to go over the top, and it looks like we are actually going to be able to. I don't have a kill here. No, I do. What am I talking about? I don't get to do the fun version of Humble Sun. But I do get to kill you. And then smite you. And right now, Wolf's Rage is going to get us exactly there, and we still have a Zeal card as well. So we could even afford to spend a little bit of charge if we wanted to. This is like fine. We really only want to spend one pulse, right? Yeah. Oh no, two. We have 2 pulse to spend. These could be more interesting. Oh, you know what? On guard's fine. What if we did every attack? There we go. That's a fine way of spending that. So we Wolf's Rage. 57 attack, meet 55 counter attack. And then smite, but smite, and smite, and smite, and smite. And also smite. And another smite would be cool. And that pushed us over the top on reprocessed violence. So also catch an Art of the Family. And then these hands. You have 22 health left. I gotta tell y'all, it's feeling pretty strong. It's pretty all right. Each round, 1 random card costs less until played. This is not bad. I'm digging. I'm looking for something more fun. The Failing Accelerator is pretty whatever. Play 3 attacks in a turn to gain a pulse. We will trigger this literally every turn. Yeah. Piercing Whirlwinds should pretty good for us. All right, I don't want to get overconfident, but I have a good feeling about delivery site B111. Obviously, I am going to have to call the episode here. That's going to be it for us for today, and thank you all so much for watching. This is feeling like a good run, though. This is feeling like I maybe grasped something fundamental about this this character and mechanic, if nothing else. So thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, trying not to jinx it, but you know, maybe the thing's gonna happen, and we'll see you then.